Yeah, it's such a tough question, Ed, too. And I hate to be in this situation all the time, but we are typically the ones that end up dealing with those situations. So those are by far the worst phone calls we ever get, as a lot of times from a spouse, or if they're fortunate, a business partner, somebody that has also been involved in the operations. But we get these calls all the time, and with our clients, we try to create a plan, a contingency plan for yourself. I cover this in a lot of our consulting content. Is people think about contingency planning for their trucks, their drivers, their managers, but oftentimes they completely forget to contingency plan for themselves, and it can be devastating. You absolutely can lose the business. We've been able to come in a number of situations and get involved if we get involved quick enough, and if there's somebody that can just jump in and try to hold the reins of the business, then we can usually push a pretty quick sell to try to prevent a total loss of the assets. But it all comes down to whether or not you can maintain service in that interim. So I always recommend, one, making sure that you have other people that at least know the basics of what needs to happen, and at least have the important contact numbers of who to reach out to if there is an issue or if there is an incident. That will help make sure that service continues in the short term. We also work with a lot of contractors that have red teams, or are in situations where they may be willing to jump in and take over operations and kind of become a pseudo business partner in those situations, just to look out for the assets of the family. And then again, I say try to keep us on speed dial, because in a scenario like that, we can move quickly, and oftentimes try to help salvage it before everything is lost. But it's such a great question. It's such a important topic, and it's one that's always on my heart, because those are the worst phone calls. But it's a great question.